Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just gone over to XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big of the CoinsKid crew. So one of the charts is lying. You know, the S&P 500, which is the major risk index, and equally the XRP chart. At the moment, the sort of inverse correlated. If you take a look, you know, we've got the S&P 500 coming up, taking off, making new highs, you know, breaking records basically, and we've got XRP stagnant, going sideways, coming down the stairs. So it is my opinion that we've had a beautiful move up for XRP, and we're compressing, looking for the continuation. We've been in some kind of flag correction that's coming back down. You know, we've been meeting all these beautiful targets along the way. For example, when we was all the way up here, I was projecting this 5-wave correction coming down in a potential C wave to the minimal target around about 0.40, and you know, it met that target yesterday. Seen a nice little reaction so far, but I think we may have a clue in the risk environment here that, you know, truly we are in risk, basically appetite. You know, so if we take a look at the DSY as well, taking a look at the DSY, I was looking at this particular pattern, the rising wedge. You know, this is coming up like this, getting compressed, broke down, back to resistance, dropped like a stone, bounced off the original target, and then it's falling through it. So, you know, this particular chart is breaking down, XRP is breaking up. But what we've done for XRP in recent times, we're starting to bounce here. As this has started to fall through this support, which is this technical target, we've seen a nice little bounce here for XRP. So, you know, I have got some bids filled against all odds and expectation. I did say to you I'm buying down there. You know, I've got bids in down there. I'll be a buy, not a cry if we do see that. But right now on the XRP chart, what I'm looking for to build long positions, because obviously, you know, a lot of people, they jump into long positions, don't open stop losses and things like that, but I always look for the minimal trades. What I'm looking for on the long positions is basically more data in the XRP price action, some kind of W bottom down here like this, or, you know, a divergence where we make another low for XRP, you know, with a divergence. Then I'll start to think, okay, well, I'll entertain some long positions at that. But I have added to my spot positions accumulation basically for XRP. So far so good. We've got the DSY tumbling, we've got the XRP price tumbling, and we've got the S&P 500 taking off right there. So one of these charts is lying, you know. So the inverse correlation, I think, is basically XRP is lying, basically. It's trapping everybody. It's pushing everybody into a bear trap to sell all the fear and FUD, when, like I've said to you, I expect XRP to come down in a big correction and then begin to create a base and come back up. So I do remain cautiously bullish here for XRP, because it's doing exactly what I did think it would do in this correction, and the clues lie in the charts. Basically the DXY and a huge double top drop scenario, look at this, and the S&P 500 in price discovery. So for me, I still think that the risk appetite is still on this table until we start to see the loss of structure here for XRP. So I'll go through that with you, but so far so good. Let's dive into the XRP chart to show you exactly what I'm talking about with XRP, okay? So taking a look at XRP then, we've met my target, beautiful little buyback zone on the green line and the 786. For those people paying attention, you know, like I said to you, I think that from this point here, what we've done, we've had a 5-wave move up into July of last year, which met all my targets like an absolute boss in 5 waves. We had the 1 into a flagging 2, then we had the 3 into a flat 4, and then a final 5th wave. So from there, I did anticipate some kind of correction coming back, but this is a lot deeper than I did anticipate, to be honest with you. So what we've done, we were falling like this, and we're compressing, and we dropped, and at the moment we've bounced up to 786 fib. If we lose the 1 fib, then obviously this was not an impulsive move with a corrective move coming back before continuation. It's just basically some kind of correction coming back up to where it came from before another thrust to the downside. So it's really important that we do see this retracement, this correction, hold that 1 fib at 0.29999 basically. Whatever the low is on your chart, I think it was January, when was that? That was January the 1st, wasn't it? January the 2nd, 2023. We've had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into that level of resistance, some kind of leading diagonal here for XRP. And ever since then, we've been correcting in overlapping corrective waves here, zigzaggy waves, okay? So I think that what we've got, you know, is basically a correction that's come down, bounced off to 786, and the God candle back test that I was relaying to you just there. So resistance, 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 and then in March of 2023, we busted a move through that resistance without, you know, back testing this support as a support, basically the previous resistance, and that's exactly what we've done in recent times. So, you know, within all this, I do try and find little trades for you. For example, here we've got the bear pennant, and this is something I did relay to you. It's confluence of the fact that I did think we would see another little drop towards this line. So I understand why people are getting really, really bearish. You know, for example, Alessio Rastani, for those people that pay attention to Alessio Rastani, he's looking at something like this, the A into the B into the C, absolutely possible. But I think to increase the probability of that, we have to see the 1 fib being lost here, you know, to say, okay, there's some kind of 1 into a 2, into a 3, into a 4, into a 5. we have to see the 1 fib loss. So until that day comes, I've just got to respect that this has been a 5-wave move up. You know, we've had a 5-wave move down there, some kind of truncation of an A, a B, and a C. Then we've had a 1. This has been a 2, and right now we're looking for an explosive 3, basically for XRP. And this is basically just some kind of A, B, C, D, E wave before an explosive vertical in this chart. And the clue may be really, really simple, that the S&P 500 is breaking out into price discovery, and we're on the cusp of a major tumble in the DXY. So we'll keep an eye on both of them charts going forward. And this is simply, if you take a look, still high-low structure at this point here, just as this was. This is low, this is a high 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 low. So you're still, over a longer period of time, you're still actually in this uptrend, although it doesn't feel like it. But what you're doing from left to right is getting really, really compressed here in a potential A, B, C, D, E correction before an expansion to the upside for XRP. So that's the bullish scenario. Going forward, I think if we start to lose this low here from January 2023, then, you know, we're looking incredibly bearish for XRP. But so far so good. You know, this has come down like this, and it's doing everything I did anticipate. We've got the bear flag here where we came down a 1, and a 2, and a 3, zigzag overlapping wave 4, drop, boom, 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 and we're coming all the way down. So I'm looking for 5 waves here, and it looks as though we may have completed it. The 1 into the 2, into the 3, into the 4, into the final 5th wave down. Okay, so just here we've got some kind of 1 into a 2, into a 3, into a 4, into a 5. Now what I'm looking for, if we do start to go again and we start to have another little retrace here and start to drop, I'm looking for divergence on the daily time frame to build the confidence of a long position here. I know a lot of people, they just jump into longs and things like that, but I think it's a bit of a degen play if you do that from here. Okay, so we have seen a nice little bounce off of 786 so far, roughly 9.3%, and my buyback zone on a green line at roughly 4%. Now why was I looking at that? Really, really simple. In March of 2023, resistance, resistance, got candle back test, never back tested. Look at that. So we've got the big resistance breakout, and we never back tested at support, and that's something we did you know, completed yesterday. Equally here, there's another little clue that we will come up to this level eventually. If we take a look, we've got a beautiful little descending triangle, and what we did here is, you know, some kind of double top drop scenario. We got compressed like this, you know, really, really close to the apex, and this is where we're broken down. But in the process of doing it, what we've not done is back tested this previous support as resistance. So that's a clue that right now you could just buy XRP and sell at that level on the retrace, basically, because, you know, we trade this all the time on the channel. I call it the God candle back test, for example. You know, this is the reason why we've come back to this green line at the moment, because this is simply a God candle back test of resistance back to support. So at the moment we do have a clue that, you know, eventually from this point, whether or not you're buying here or we dip lower or whatever, you will see this level of resistance being back tested. It's another 11% move from here, where I will most certainly be looking to flip, you know, and swing into that position, because this is what I do basically. So for those people who are paying attention here, you know, something I did anticipate on this drop was an ABC coming back up before the final drop to this level here. Okay, so there's all the chance that we have bottomed, but what I'm looking for is a bullish divergence on the daily. Some kind of 1 into a 2, into a 3, into a 4, into a 5. We're looking for the 5-wave counter with a bullish divergence to jump into long positions, and from that I think we've got a chance of coming back up. So really, really simple going forward. What we have to see on a macro level is basically the bottom being formed down here, the shakeout, the bear trap, the drop in the DXY, the pop in the S&P 500 to the technical target, which I've shown you earlier in the video right there, and then obviously, you know, XRP starts to turn around here with some kind of reversal pattern and a divergence. At that point, you know, we're really increasing probability that we have bottomed in this correction, and one of the most important things we need to see going forward is to break this lower low structure and this lower high structure going forward here for XRP. Okay, so I keep you updated as best I can, but so far so good. The correction's played out just as anticipated. We are potentially on the cusp of a 5-wave counter here as well at these lows, and we've been here so many times before. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it's going to 0, and then, you know, it starts to do something like this. For example, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it starts to do something like this. So I think there's an opportunity down here, whether or not, you know, it comes up and retraces before another drop or whatever. It's just opportunity to make some money in the blood, the fear, and the depression going forward. Okay, so I don't necessarily think we're dropping into a, you know, a massive, huge bear market just yet, until we start to take out that low for XRP. If we start to see that low swept, and I've relayed this so many times to you before, then yeah, XRP is looking incredibly bearish, because you are, you know, you're just in a constant downtrend at that, and you're not escaping it basically. So at the moment, I'm going to give it credit where it's due. Impulsive, overlapping, corrective, looking for the turnaround here for XRP. I'll keep you updated as best I can. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, but keep a lookout for the long trade in the Discord right there for the CoinsKid crew. Okay, stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Thank you for support. Take care everyone. Back to another update on XRP. Bye bye.